I just came back from Tulum, Mexico, and in this video, I am going to explain to you how to get from the US to Mexico into the Cancun airport, get a cab, and go to Tulum safely and ideally on a budget.
Oh my god. Oh my god, she's going!
Okay, first things first, you need to buy plane tickets. So tickets can range from $200 to $500 from what I've seen. It really depends on which airport you are flying out of. The bigger the airport, the more international it is, the cheaper the tickets can be because more planes are flying in and out of that airport. I'm in Philadelphia, which is an international airport, so flights are coming in and out a lot. I think on the low end, I saw tickets for like $200 to $250. In my situation, I did have to pay for a more expensive ticket because this was a very impromptu trip and I needed to be back before a certain time because I had a shoot that day. So my tickets came out to be like $420-ish. And if you have a credit card that gives you travel points, sometimes you need to purchase it through their platform to use those travel points. So tickets, get them cheap and get those first. Next, you got the tickets. You are in the airport. When you're in the airport, there's a few things you gotta make sure you definitely brought, such as your passport. Do not forget your passport or else you are not leaving the US. Depending on when you are watching this video, there may be a different rule on whether or not you need the vaccine to leave the country. When I went in December of 2021, you did not need the vaccine to leave the country. That may have changed depending on when you're watching this, but check on that before you book your tickets and leave. Also, depending when you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure this rule will continue for the rest of our lives, but bring a mask. You are required to wear masks at the airport. I feel like that's gonna continue on for the foreseeable future, so just bring a mask. Couple recommendations for travelers. If you can afford it or swing it somehow, highly recommend TSA PreCheck. It is so useful to go through these lines and not have to take off your shoes, as first world problems as that sounds. It's really convenient. Oh, and if you are a tech guy, like a YouTuber or photographer or whatever, you don't have to take out your laptop, you don't have to take out your cameras, and I guarantee you're traveling with a lot of that stuff, and it's so annoying to take all that stuff out. It's usually $100, but if you're in the military, you get it for free. So also, if you have the Amex Platinum Card, you can get that for free, or you can get that fee waived. So use my link down below if you're trying to apply for the Amex Platinum Card, which you can also get the fee waived if you're in the military. Fun fact. And on top of that, if you have the Amex Platinum, you get Priority Pass, which gives you access to hundreds of lounges across the states or whatever. I've actually used it twice. My airport only has one lounge, and it's not the best lounge, but hey, it's better than nothing. But when I was in the Bahamas, it did give me access to this kind of cool lounge and got free food, so that was cool. Moving on, you are at the airport and you just got on your plane. Take a nap, refresh yourself, wake up in Cancun, Mexico. When you land, the first thing you're gonna have to do is go through immigration. Lines are gonna be pretty long. I arrived on a Wednesday and to my surprise, they were very long. Usually they have a lot of workers at these booths, so the lines do go fairly quickly. Take your pick and just start waiting. You'll be in and out before you know it. If this is your first time leaving the States or entering Mexico and going through immigration, when you are talking to them at the booth, it's gonna feel like they're interrogating you, and for some reason, you're gonna feel like you're on the spot and you did something wrong, even though you most likely didn't. Just act calm and natural, and just remember they're just doing their job. They don't actually think you're like a terrorist or something. Keep your cool and answer their questions calmly. They ask you questions like,
"What are you doing here? Are you with friends? Where are your friends? Business or pleasure?"
I always say pleasure. Even though you know you didn't do anything wrong, you feel like you did something wrong. If you're traveling with friends, hopefully you guys were on the same flight. If you're not, then you're better off looking for each other after you both go through immigration, because there's no point to find each other before immigration, then wait in the line, and then come out. Just go through a line and then find each other afterwards. And once you made it through immigration, congratulations, you are officially in Mexico. Now comes the hard part, finding a ride to Tulum. So you got a few options here. The first option is to rent a car, which is the most expensive option and the one that I would not recommend if your sole purpose is only going to Tulum and back. If you were going to explore all of Mexico and really take it in, then sure, you can get a car, but trust me when I say driving in another country on their roads, it's not worth it unless you're really looking for a rush. And the last thing you want to worry about is messing up a rental car, because it probably will get messed up. Option 2 2 is to take the ADO bus. The ADO is like the main bus system that runs out there, I think, and they are fairly priced. They're pretty cheap from what I recall. I think it was like 10 to 20 bucks, maybe 30 bucks per person. And keep in mind, Tulum is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away, depending on traffic and what time you're going. I mean, compare that to an Uber ride out in the States, like that's a steal. You can buy ADO bus tickets online beforehand, but when I looked at them online, I just didn't want to make like the wrong mistake due to a translation issue. So I figured it'd be easier to just purchase it there. And the other thing with the ADO is that they do run on a bus schedule. So there might be stops between your destination and wherever the bus is going. So if you're really trying to utilize your time here, that might not be the best option, which leads us to our third option, taking a taxi. And no, it's not like those yellow taxis that you think of in New York. These are like mini vans. They call them taxis and cabs, but actually pretty spacious and usually private. That is the option that me and my friend went with, and it's the option that I would recommend to people if they want the quickest and most efficient way to get there. So taxi prices will range from $35 to $50 a person. This is where you might have to do some haggling and shop around, because the second you exit the airport, you are going to be bombarded by the locals trying to sell you their service. They're going to try to sell you their taxi service to take you to wherever you want to go, and they're not going to take no for an answer. So you really gotta put your foot down on this one.
Anyway, you could do 30 bucks a person.
Normal, the shuttle service is like a 45 per person.
If you pay with the credit card or debit, $81.
That's like 40 bucks each.
It's a private car for you, my man. You can ask the other guys. They will tell you 180 straight. They won't go any lower than that.
I found somebody for 36, and you beat 36.
$36 for both?
Each, yeah. Well, so that's like 72.
Let me see.
Yeah, about 72.
And just keep shopping around and try to find who will give you the best deal. I saw someone else recently get prices around like 30 bucks a person, which I thought was a really good deal. But the lowest I got was like 37, which was still good. I mean, it took a lot of time, and at this point I didn't want to haggle anymore because we were just wasting time. 37 there and then 37 back, so like 74, 75 bucks to get there and back in a private taxi that drops you off at your hotel and picks you up at your hotel. I think that's a good deal. If you can try to get around that range, you did pretty well. Oh, also there is a fourth option that my friend told me. If you really want a seamless experience from landing to the airport and getting into a taxi, then you can pay for someone to pick you up at the airport with the sign and your name on it, and they'll be ready for you and take you to wherever you want to go. That one is going to be a little bit more. I think my friend said $50 to $100, but that's a pretty big price range. There might be more stuff included with it, but that's like full concierge service. That's a viable option too, if you don't want to go through all the haggling and stress, because after we finally got our price, we still waited like 10 minutes for the actual taxi guy to come up, which was kind of annoying because they really push for you to buy their service. But the second they get you, they kind of stop caring about you and you're not their priority anymore. The next fish is their priority. So if I had to recommend something, I would say I'll go with you if your cab is ready in the next 5 minutes. And you got to make sure you see that taxi there, because they'll say it's ready and it might take a while for it to actually show up. Just saying. They're going to ask where you want to go, and you got to make sure to tell them that you're going to the town of Tulum and not Tulum Beach, because there is like two separate parts. There's like the main center city of Tulum, which is the town area, which is where I stayed. And then there's like the whole beach strip where all like the fancy restaurants and boutique hotels are. They're about 20 minutes away from each other, but definitely clarify that before you leave. Just have the address ready. The town of Tulum is much cheaper to stay at. Like you can find hostels, you can find Airbnbs, small hotel rooms. My whole stay costs $160 for 3 nights, which is insane. And you split that with another person, $80 for 3 nights in a hotel. It was good. La Tulumena. That was the place we stayed at. Highly recommend it. The beach strip is a lot more luxurious. We're talking boutique hotels. I'm seeing like $500 a night, but it's probably the most like beautiful boutique beach hotel you will ever stay at, and like the most Instagram worthy hotel you will ever stay at. A lot of people go there for bachelor parties, bachelorettes, weddings.
How's your food looking?
Guapo.
Guapo? What did you get here?
Octopus. Pulpo.
Poopo. He's eating poop. Oh.
French.
Ah. What are you eating? What are you eating over there?
Some fish which was like taken today, I guess.
It was taken today. Maybe it was caught today or something.
But that is basically it. That is all you need to know to get from the US to the Cancun airport to finding a taxi to Tulum. Those are the main parts. Once you got those covered, then you're good. Pro tip, rent a scooter. And when I say scooter, I don't mean something like this. I'm talking something like this. Yeah, the hotel we stay at actually just introduced the first ever electric scooters in the whole town. We were lucky enough to use them, and honestly, they were so much fun and probably really dangerous if you've never ridden one before, which we haven't, but it's very easy to pick up if you've ever ridden a bike ever. And oh my god, it was so fun. It's literally like riding a Tesla, but an electric scooter. Highly recommended. If you're ever in Tulum, check out La Tulumenia, which is a hotel, and they're the ones with the scooters. I think they're trying to branch out more and put them at more spots. Totally worth it. I think it was like $10 a day. And trust me, if I had to choose between a car or a scooter, like traversing through Tulum, scooter's the way to go. It only took about 18 minutes from our hotel to the beach, and it's like so easy to like pass people when you're riding. You can park it anywhere, essentially. It was just fun. Like, I mean, it's not cold out there, so just feeling that Mexico wind through you, it's a good time. Highly recommended. And anyways, that is it for this video. I hope it helped anyone out there who is looking to get to Tulum in the most simple and easy way possible. I think I touched on everything that you needed to know. If there are any other questions you may have, definitely leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. This can be a little intimidating if you've never been out of the country before. This was literally my friend's first time leaving the US and coming to another country, so that was pretty cool. It was like my first time doing this trip by myself, because I've done this before, but I did it with friends, so it was kind of cool just to do it on my own for once. Hope this video answered any questions. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you guys liked the video. It's completely free to do so. Leave any other questions down in the comments below, and I will see you next time. And also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a snowboard jacket, it's because I literally just got it, and I think it looks cool, and I'm testing to see how warm it will keep me, and I can safely say I am getting pretty hot. So, yeah. Really excited to go snowboarding. All right, now, peace out.